Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place. We have to be very quiet. We're hunting rabbits. No, it's after 10 o'clock at night. Somebody's sleeping across the hall. So, okay, I have the mic on. Hopefully, it will catch my lower voice tonight. Tomorrow is family Christmas when all three of my girls, all four of my grandchildren are all going to be gathered around, get all their presents, and yeehaw! And then Sunday, we're also spending time with the family. So I don't think I'm going to do another video until Sunday night. So I wanted to show you just a couple of things that I finished. Remember how I said I wanted to use this same pattern to make a bigger bear by combining worsted weight with the brown boa yarn? There he is. Now, one thing I did not realize. I'm hiding. Peekaboo. It's 10 o'clock. I get silly when I'm tired. One thing I didn't realize was the boa yarn that I used for his ears, his arms, and his legs is a nice shade of brown. The stuff that I used for his head, from like this point down, and his body, is more of a taupe that has green undertones. And working by the dim light in my chair late at night, I didn't notice that. But then when I put him under the bright lights, yeah, it might show up a little bit there. But that's part of his character. I had to get him up on Etsy. I think I need to put a bigger ribbon around his neck so that the bow is a little bigger. But got him done last night. I had him maybe halfway done. I think I had the head and almost finished with the body. I was watching some YouTube videos as I'm working, and I see the little cha-ching notice come up in the middle of the video I was watching. I'm like, oh, somebody bought something. Let's see. And it was an item that I had to make up. The Ramen Cup by Stringy Ding Ding. It's a free pattern on her blog. The cup itself works up pretty quick. You do have to make an inner circle that is the soup, and then you have to make the lid. But what takes the most time is making all those noodles. I was taking, oops, doesn't sit very well when you have the lid back. I was taking yarn and wrapping it around a knitting needle. And then I would pull it off and put it on the top and try to hold it down with my thumb and sew it down with the other. I had yarn just springing loose and going all over the place. One tip that I would have if you try doing this pattern, she suggests that you sew on the noodles and all the vegetables, because there's peas, carrots, and corn. That you sew on the noodles and the vegetables after you have it all sewed together. I think it's a lot easier if you get all the toppings sewn onto your soup base. See, there's a little brown under there. Get them all sewn on, and then you actually crochet that whole thing on with a round of single crochet, and then you do like one more single crochet row over the top. I just think, and you have a piece of plastic up here and down here to help it keep its shape. If you were trying to sew on all these pieces of noodles and all that without access to the other side, it'd be a lot harder. So sew on your noodles and your veggies before you sew it all together. And I made up a little present that goes with this. It's a little egg scrubber that I freehand. I think some people like to have an egg on top of their ramen. So this customer shall. So I just need to find a box to get that together and get to bed because it's going to be an early day tomorrow, heading to my daughter's. I will have, over the course of a couple days, about 7 hours of riding shotgun. So I'm trying to think of projects that I can make in the car and then stuff and sew together later, because it's always such a pain to take a big bag of stuffing in the car and try to be stuffing things. So I'm going to look through my patterns and see what I can make in pieces and then sew together later. I think the Ankylosaurus, Ankylosaurus, there's the head. In her directions, she has you finish off the head. I just go down to 15 stitches and sew those 15 stitches onto the body. Head, the body, I could just leave the top seam of the body open because that's under the legs I can leave open, sew together. There are several points of that pattern where I don't quite follow the directions. Like she has you go down to 6 stitches on each of the legs. I just take it down to 12 stitches and fold them flat together and sew them together against the body. So I'll probably make an Ankylosaurus or two. I'll pack up yarn for that. And I think maybe the sea turtle with the African shell, African flower on the shell, because those I can make up all the little pieces and then sew it together later. But I want to make the elephant. I want to get together the yarn and make another fancy elephant because that's on my list. So many projects. You know, can I like fill up half the car with yarn and stuffing and pattern books? All that. It's squishy. I can fit it into like a smaller bag if I squish it. Told you, I get silly. Okay, it's gonna take me a few minutes to edit this and then I'll upload it. I probably won't be able to get pattern links in until I'm back on my laptop Sunday night. So there was only that one pattern. Little Muggles, put it there, bear, mini bear, and stringy ding ding ramen cup. I'm like, how do you say it? Is it ramen or Raymond? I think it's ramen. I think. Pecan or pecan? Tomato or tomato? Potato or potato? I think I better go before I get any sillier. Bye bye.